Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Trails in the Sky. First chapter, Pharaoh Fiasco here. In last episode, we finally made it to the Royal Palace. Now it's time to do our walkabout, do a little bit of a sightsee, a tour, a walking tour of every major character we've met.
Ah, there you are. Hello, Estelle. Hello, Joshua.
Oh, these are voiced.
It's been a while.
Did he have to wear his uniform stuff? No way! Headmaster Collins? Wait, you were invited to the banquet too?
Yes, I flew here from Ruan earlier today. More importantly, I heard from the mayor that you two won the royal tournament.
Yes, we did. Feel free to congratulate us.
The students will be so thrilled to hear that.
Thank you very much. We weren't expecting you to be attending tonight's banquet, Headmaster. Well, Headmaster Collins is a member of the Royal Assembly, which makes him one of the wisest figures in all of Liberl. It's no surprise he'd be invited to a banquet at the castle. Okay, so that's the real standing that got him here. Calling me one of the kingdom's wisest figures is high praise indeed. What's the Royal Assembly? It's an annual conference where they make decisions on national issues. Her Majesty the Queen, mayors from across the kingdom, and various other people come together to discuss the future. Wow, I had no idea. You'd think that would be part of the government stuff that they learned during Sunday school, but I guess not. So basically, all the people who were invited to tonight's banquet, right? No, not quite. This is only about half of them, actually. Her Majesty isn't well, and General Morgan is busy with military affairs. No, he's not. Mayor Dalmore was arrested. And as for Professor Russell, there's still so much about that incident that remains unclear. It's said to have been the work of a terrorist group, with even the Royal Guard involved, but how can that be? You're asking too many questions, Klaus. And I mean, hosting a banquet after all that's gone on? It's absurd. Well, that does fit Dunan's MO, though. Well, it seems to me that we must attend the banquet if we wish to fathom the Duke's true intentions. We need to obtain permission to visit Her Majesty the Queen as well. Dang, everybody wants an audience with the Queen. Indeed, that's precisely why I'm here. The idea that we would come all this way to Grancel Castle and be unable to see Her Majesty is unthinkable. And after all this time, I'd really like to see Princess Claudia. He's seen her before? Princess Claudia? She's the Queen's granddaughter, right? Does she also live here in the castle? No, apparently she usually resides elsewhere. But it seems she's been in the royal capital for the past few days. Oh, really? I'd like to meet her too. I'm sure you two will have the opportunity to meet her. Well, I'm glad he's so confident about that fact. Now, who's in here? More Ruanites. Ruanons? Ruanies? Oh, Mayor Maybell? And Leela, too.
Miss Estelle, Mr. Joshua.
It's so good to finally see you both. I've been eagerly waiting for you to visit me here.
So you were invited to the banquet too, Mayor Maybell. Wait, how'd you know we'd be here? She's probably been keeping track of what's going on at the tournament.
Mayor Klaus told me.
Oh, that too.
He said that you two competed in the royal tournament and won an invitation to tonight's banquet.
Yes, and it was easy too.
Oh, if only I'd known sooner. I would have dropped everything just to come cheer you on.
Mayor Maybell is so awesome.
With all due respect, milady, if you'd dropped everything, wouldn't you just have more work later?
That's fair.
Ugh, yes, I know
that. Busy as ever, huh? Honestly, if I were here for Her Majesty, I wouldn't mind one bit. But wasting my time on that Duke? Unfortunately, a young female officer from the army kept insisting I attend, and so I had no choice but to come. Kanone. Would that young officer be Captain Amalthea from the Intelligence Division, by any chance? Yes, the very one. She was polite, but in a cold, arrogant kind of way. I don't much care for her. I've had trouble contacting General Morgan recently as well. Wait, what? You haven't been able to reach Haken Gate? Oh, I've tried. They keep telling me the General is unavailable and they refuse to let me speak to him. Apparently, he's too tied up with the countermeasures against the terrorist threats. I was hoping to meet him at tonight's event, actually. But it seems he won't be attending. I see. What do you think about all this? Gathering all these mayors together for a banquet, I mean. If it were hosted by Her Majesty, I'd expect an important announcement. But I get the impression that the Duke just called us all here to make himself feel important. You know, to use his authority as an excuse to lord it over us just for the sake of it. That does seem like his style. I suppose that might indeed be all there is to it. Well, they do say the head chef here is the best in the kingdom. So I'll just enjoy some good food, pay my respects to Her Majesty, and head back to Bose as soon as I can. Oh, right. She's from Bose, not Ruan. Right. I don't know why... Mayor Maybell, I think... Ooh, that's a pretty good effect. A nice mirroring type thing. But Mayor Maybell, I think, went to Genis as well, which is why I've got that impression. And then last but not least, we've got Murdoch, who's here in Russell's...
It isn't Estelle and Joshua.
Who's here in Russell's stead, no doubt. Mr. Murdoch! Since all the mayors are attending, I had a feeling that you would be too.
I never would have imagined you two winning the royal tournament and making your way to Grancel Castle.
Yeah, quite the turn of events.
You really are Cassius's children.
Yes, sir, and don't you forget it. Well, you know, we did have a lot of help along the way. By the way, has anything else happened during the past few days? So right after you two headed off for the capital, Captain Amalthea from the Intelligence Division paid me a visit. I couldn't refuse the invitation, but I managed to cover up what happened at the fortress. It doesn't seem like the army's found Professor Russell yet, so they're likely still on the run. But if things keep going like this, it's only a matter of time before they're caught. Is that right? I tried asking Captain Amalthea if I could visit Her Majesty, but it was an absolute no. It seems meeting with her directly is going to be rather difficult. Seems that way for sure. But don't worry, we've got a plan. We'll make sure Her Majesty gets the professor's message. Alright. All that's left to do is head up to the terrace. The garden terrace. Very familiar with this spot. Can't go up there. And then we've got this spot. Nothing much happening right there. It's just a nice little lounge type area. Julia in hiding. Sister Ellen. Ooh. Ah. Wow. It's so beautiful. So this is the castle's garden terrace. Look at that view of the entire lake. You can even see the streets of Grancel from here. It's easy to see why so many people want to visit. If only we weren't in such a hurry. I'd love to just stand here enjoying the view. But we've got bigger fish to fry. Yep. Time to go ahead and get to sneaking. The scale of this place from this perspective is so much grander. Yeah, special ops. No getting past them. I bet that's the Royal Keep. You're just waltzing up? Who are you? Hey, these guys cleaned you guys' clocks over at the Royal Tournament, or at least your buddies. We were invited here by the Duke. Is this where Her Majesty resides? That's right. But for the past few days, Her Majesty has been feeling unwell. There's no point in even asking for an audience. Oh, no, we wouldn't even dream of asking for something like that. Although, we were hoping to catch a brief glimpse of her. I don't suppose Princess Claudia is here. No, she's actually... Hey. She's actually attending to Her Majesty. Nice save. She doesn't have time to entertain the likes of you, obviously. Whoa.
And just what are you all doing here?
That's probably the maid. Yeah. Making a loud enough ruckus. Madam, are you leaving already?
The banquet will begin shortly, so I'm returning to the maid quarters for now. By the way, who are these guests?
Yeah, you never asked us our names before you accosted us. They're members of the team that won the Royal Tournament. Just bracers, but sort of invited guests, it seems. Just bracers, huh?
How dare you!
Whoa.
Are you trying to insult guests of the royal castle?
We're just...
They may have been invited by His Grace the Duke, but anyone who visits the castle is a guest of Her Majesty.
Dang, listen to her.
Do not forget that.
Roger that. Wow, what a present. Hey, I wonder if she's... But, madam, we cannot permit them to pass. That should have been clear from the Colonel's explanation.
I've grown tired of hearing about all that.
Right, the only thing this dude does is set restrictions and boundaries.
My apologies, honored guests. For security reasons, access to the Royal Keep is currently restricted.
I wonder if it's interesting or of any note that the reason she's giving isn't strictly the same one that the others are, though I guess it could be interpreted that way.
If possible, could you please wait in your room until the banquet begins?
That's a very slim possibility. Sure. Of course, that seems like it would be for the best. I'm terribly sorry for the trouble we caused. Huh. As long as that's clear now, fine. Right, they're so rude. Be careful on your way back. They got with the program eventually.
I apologize you had to witness such an unseemly scene. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Hilda.
There it is.
I am the head maid of Grancel Castle, overseeing all the other maids here.
I knew it! So you're Lady Hilda.
Oh, my. Pardon me, but have we met before?
I'm sure she's not used to that type of reaction to hearing her, who she is. Actually, someone told us about you. Handed over Julia's letter of introduction.
This handwriting.
Wow, you recognize it? This letter and our bracer emblems should serve as proof of our identities.
Okay. But this is not the place. Come with me to the maid quarters.
Will do.
I'll hear what you have to say there.
This part of the game I do remember. Yeah. Alright. I understand. You want to deliver Professor Russell's message directly to Her Majesty the Queen. Is that right? Yes, exactly. If the Queen's condition is really that bad, then I guess we could reconsider, but it shouldn't be a problem. However, the royal keep is under constant surveillance by special ops soldiers. The only people allowed inside are the Duke, the Colonel, and those directly entrusted with Her Majesty's care. So, it'll probably be pretty difficult to meet her, huh? What do you think, Estelle? We could have Lady Hilda deliver the message for us. Yeah, but I'd rather speak to her in person. Like, about Duke Dunan's intentions and Colonel Richard's objectives? There's still so much we don't know. Miss Estelle, Mr. Joshua. I have an idea. Yes, you do, don't you? After the banquet ends, come back here and find me. Oh, it's not right now. Okay, I forgot that it's not right now. Oh, you mean... You know of a way for us to meet Her Majesty the Queen? Yes, I might. It won't be straightforward, but I think it's worth a try. It will require some time to prepare. Would it be alright if we waited until after the banquet? Yay, of course! Alright, we'll come by after the banquet. I'll be here. The food is ready, so the banquet will begin shortly. Please head back to your room for the time being. Whew. Well, I think that's everything covered. Yeah, let's head back to the room and meet up with Jin. So we've met with everybody, seen everything, gotten kicked out of a... Oh, okay. Gotten kicked out of a bunch of places, been barred from even more. Now we swing on up. And we head on...
Railings like these make you just want to slide down them.
People would think we're suspicious. And it's dangerous, too.
You can't do anything as an adult, dude. Because Joshua's perfectly right. You have any kind of fun and people start side-eyeing you, asking you questions. Well, hey, Jin. Yo, Estelle, Joshua. You guys were gone for a long time. The banquet's about to start, you know. My bad, Jin. We got caught up looking around and lost track of time. Plus, we ended up chatting with a few different mayors. Oh, got friends in high places, huh? We've always had a good relationship with the mayor of Roland. Of Roland, rather. The others are just people we've met along the way. I see. Working as a bracer does give you lots of chances to meet important people. Ooh. And from the looks of it, you two have been doing very well for yourselves. Pretty well, I guess. Jin, have you taken on any bracer work since you got to the capital? Bracers can take jobs in other countries, right? Yeah, as a senior bracer, you're free to work anywhere. But what with the tournament and all the embassy paperwork, I haven't had time to take on anything extra. Oh, so the only bracer work he's done has been alongside us. Besides, with 4 other bracers around, there isn't much left for me to do anyway. So, that is an interesting comment. The impression that I had is that there's tons of bracers, but no, literally the only other bracers servicing the capital are the other 4. And of course, what Jin just said implies that 4 is not only more than enough, but there's barely any work to be spread around with that many. So, I don't know. How many bracers are usually in operation in one area at one time? Because there's like, what, 3 other ones? Besides Cassius and us over in Roland? And it makes it seem like they're super swamped 25-8. Makes sense. I imagine most issues would be solved pretty quickly with this many bracers on hand. Though it must be tough for the other regional branches with so many bracers gathered here. So the other regional branches must have, what, 1 or 2 bracers in their employ doing everything? Yeah, I'll bet it is. Now I feel kind of bad. I wonder how Shara's doing in Roland. You mean, you mentioned that name before, but he probably knows her by her title. You don't mean Sherazard, do you? What? You know her? Yes, she's our mentor. We've been close for a very long time. So that's how you know her. I met her once when she came to Calvard. She had a great teacher, and even though she was young, she showed a lot of promise. Oh, he hasn't seen Scheherazade in years. A great teacher? That must be Dad. Well, there's our summons. Excuse me, the preparations for the banquet are now complete. Shall I show you the way? Ah, finally! Alright, kiddos, time to dig in and enjoy a free meal. Jin's got his priorities in order. Yeah, after the match, I can feel myself wasting away. Time to eat my body weight in food. Well, you guys, have some decorum. Don't forget your table manners, okay? So, let's see how this goes. Oh, wow. This is a much cozier affair than I recall. This is a dinner party, right? So where's the dinner? We got the party. Why are the plates empty? Where's the food? And what's with all the knives and forks? It's a formal dinner. They'll bring out different dishes one at a time, starting with the appetizers. As for the utensils, just work your way from the outside in. Is this what you meant by table manners? Now I'm starting to get nervous. Nobody's gonna make fun of you, Estelle. There's no need to worry. The most important thing is to enjoy the food. Manners and etiquette are secondary. So that's Mayor Maybelle's permission and Mayor Klaus's permission. Yes, well put. I hear that the two of you already know everyone in attendance. Is that right? Then there's no need to be so on edge. Oh, yeah, you're right. Don't get too carried away, please. Actually, will your companion be all right using a knife and fork? I heard that people from the East are more comfortable using chopsticks. You know your stuff, huh? But as they say, when in Le Burle, it may not be very elegant, but I'll manage with a knife and fork. He handled that so diplomatically. Very admirable. Sentiment truly befitting a champion of the royal tournament. It's not all that impressive. He's like putty in the hand of a beautiful woman, huh? I wouldn't exactly call him a womanizer, but yeah, he's more like a big old dork. Speaking of manners, the Duke's running quite late. Where could he possibly be? Indeed. And I think that's Captain Rick. And with the Duke presiding, who will sit in the place of honor? Probably Colonel Richard. That's a good question. I wonder if it will be Princess Claudia, perhaps.
Everyone, thank you for your patience. His Grace the Duke has arrived.
There he is. And there he is.
Hello, everyone. I apologize for keeping you waiting. Our meeting ran a bit longer than expected. This is Colonel Richard, head of the Intelligence Division.
Yeah, we're well acquainted.
He has been working tirelessly to stop these terrorist incidents, and I invited him here as a token of my appreciation.
It is a pleasure to meet all of you. I am Alan Richard of Her Majesty's Intelligence Division. Thanks to His Grace's exceptional kindness, I am able to join you for dinner this evening.
Really? Is that why you're able to? Duke Dunan's kindness.
Please pardon my military uniform, and allow me to join you at the table.
I mean, what he's wearing is fancy enough. Certainly suits the vibe.
I can't believe we're sharing a table with the Colonel.
I expected this, but it still makes me a little nervous.
And so, food time. Yeah.
delightful. Truly delightful.
Of course it's good. Best chef in the kingdom.
Well now, Mayor Maybell, how do you find the culinary skills of our chef here at the castle? Wouldn't you say it rivals the cuisine of Anterose?
Indeed, the craftsmanship is exquisite. The wine pairing is perfect as well. It makes me want to steal your chef away.
Oh, throwing down the gauntlet.
Coming from you, that doesn't sound like a joke. And what do you think, Zin? Does the cuisine suit the palate of someone from the East, like yourself?
Oh, it's very good. Even with a palate as unrefined as mine, I can appreciate the depth and sophistication of these flavors.
He's so humble.
It feels like I'm tasting the very essence of liberal food.
Yes, that's exactly right. And how about you, young bracers?
Okay, so they're not old enough to drink.
I bet you've never had such extravagant food before, am I right?
Have to admit, this is super delicious. Regardless of who invited us, the food is definitely the real deal.
Ooh, got that little slide in. But it's so, we could buy alcohol in Ruan, though, at the White Rose.
Yes, exactly.
Right, he caught that bit right. He caught it right at the end. It's okay though, don't worry about it.
It really is quite wonderful.
There you go, Joshua. Nice save.
And since we've never had the chance to attend such a formal event before, this is a great learning experience for us.
Estelle almost blew our freaking cover with the guy we're not even undercover with.
Thank you very much for the invitation.
How very polite of you. Alas, it was after my butler reminded me that I did recall we met once during that incident in Ruan, did we not?
Yeah, you bogarted us out of our freaking room.
Such a strange web fate weaves.
Yeah, well, there's only so many highfaluters over in Liberl, so...
Yeah, that's right. So he only remembered because the butler told him.
Right, not because he screwed us over and he recognized us himself.
Come now, let us cast aside all formalities tonight. There's plenty of food and drink, so please, help yourselves.
The age of majority in Liberl is something I've been idly wondering about for literally a decade.
Your Grace? Before that, how about we take care of the matter we discussed?
Oh,
yes, that's right. The reason I've gathered you all here, all you respected representatives of our fair kingdom, is none other than taking this opportunity to make a very important announcement.
Well, this is gonna go well, is it?
Oh, an important announcement?
And what kind would that be?
Yes, well, I'd like to hand it over to Colonel Richard to explain everything.
Oh, and that's it for him, I guess.
I thank you, sir. I believe you all are aware that Her Majesty the Queen has been in poor health as of late. She is gradually recovering, and I have no doubt she'll be back to her old self in no time.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Right.
Then, might we be allowed to offer our greetings to Her Majesty in person?
Seriously, he must be so sick of fielding that question.
Unfortunately, Her Majesty has requested that such visits be refused for now.
Oh, now it's Her Majesty who's asking for that.
That said, within the next few days, we expect to completely eliminate the terrorist threat within the capital.
They're in their end game.
With that resolved, the Queen's birthday festival can proceed as planned.
That will certainly be a relief for the citizens. Many of them eagerly await the festival all year. But surely that isn't the only reason you've gathered us here today, is it?
Right. If that was all it was, this could have been a notice.
Ah, but the next thing that happens couldn't have been a meeting. It's time for the other shoe to drop, ain't it?
You're quick to catch on.
Not quick enough, though. We're all sitting here.
As I mentioned earlier, Her Majesty is steadily recovering. However, she has made an important decision in light of her recent health concerns.
Has she now? She made a decision that's gotta be disseminated through you.
And that is to abdicate the throne and pass the crown to His Grace, Duke Doonan.
Okay, right.
What did you say?
Is this true? Joshua, is this...
Yes, it's very obviously a naked coup attempt.
Yeah, this is what they've been conspiring about.
I too was surprised, but it seems Her Majesty has grown unexpectedly weary.
Dunin, no hard feelings, no hate to you, dude. You're very clearly a pawn in this as well. You will never sit on the throne of Liberl as long as we breathe. It's just not going to happen.
And it's no wonder. She's guided Liberl through turbulent tides for nearly 40 years. As a woman, no less.
Okay. Okay.
With that in mind, I believe it would be best to finally free her from that burden after her birthday. And as someone with a strong claim to the throne, I am resolved to do so.
I'm sure you are, Dunin.
To think that Her Majesty had been so deeply troubled. Despite meeting her each year, I was blind to her struggles.
I guess he has been doing this for a while, huh? And I guess they've got no reason to doubt what Colonel Richard's saying.
But is this not a matter far too serious to discuss over drinks at a banquet? Forgive me, but how much credibility does this announcement truly hold?
There we go, Maybell. She's like, this is more than a little fishy.
Mayor Maybell, are you implying that His Grace's words cannot be trusted?
His Grace didn't say anything. It was your words that we're not really sure about.
No, that's not what I meant. I only meant that, like mayoral elections, there must also be procedures for the succession of the throne.
Yes. Ideally, we would have liked to have heard this announcement directly from Her Majesty.
Right, Dunin, who did you hear this startling development from?
I understand this news is unsettling. However, I ask that you remain calm and carefully consider what has been shared.
So, Dunin, who told you that this is what was going to happen? Was it Her Majesty herself, or was it this dude?
As I mentioned earlier, Her Majesty herself will make the announcement during the birthday festival. Would it not be best to verify the truth of this matter when that time comes?
I don't know. When it's too late for us to walk anything back?
Well, I guess so.
Our main concern is how the public will react once this news becomes official. To avoid the spread of misinformation, we wanted to inform all of you, the leaders of our society first. His Grace specifically made this decision with that in mind.
Did he now?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Additionally, Her Majesty's abdication is not merely a domestic political affair for Liberl. It will also attract the attention of foreign powers, particularly the threat in the north, Erebonia.
Those war dogs, Erebonians, always being evil over there.
At this crucial time, we must unite and support our new king, the man who stands before you now. We are entering a truly pivotal moment.
She's making it all sound so convincing.
Yeah, he's quite the talker.
So you're saying that while we wait for Her Majesty's official announcement,
We just have to make sure that we control any information flow?
we should mentally prepare ourselves for what's coming. Is that it?
I'm glad you understand.
Well, I suppose if it does indeed come to that, we'll have our hands full.
More so than you might expect.
Quite. We'll need to announce it to the citizens as well.
I have a question.
Headmaster Collins, who's been listening, learning, and now it's time for him to get to lecturing.
His Grace does hold a legitimate claim to the throne.
But there's somebody else with a better one.
But isn't there another with a strong claim to the succession?
Well, that is...
You must be referring to Princess Claudia, Her Majesty's granddaughter.
The whereabouts of whom are...
It's undeniable that she and His Grace, Duke Dunin, have equal claim according to the royal succession laws.
They do?
However, on account of her young age, Her Majesty appears to have chosen His Grace instead.
Right. He's just more easily manipulable.
As I mentioned before, she likely did not want to burden the young princess with such overwhelming responsibility.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my gosh, all this dude does is cosign.
Besides, I plan to arrange a good marriage for Claudia. Unofficially, we've already received several proposals from foreign royal families.
Have you now? And you know, in hindsight, there's a couple of people who would actually fit the bill really well. Actually, no. He would be like 13 right now? No, he'd be maybe 14.
I'd say there's a fair chance that one of them may be finalized within the year.
Oh my!
I see. Then it seems we have 2 pieces of good news to celebrate.
Dang, that's such a trap.
Yes, but the princess, isn't she a little too young to be getting married?
That's how it works when you're royalty, I guess.
Excuse me, can I ask a question?
Sin?
Oh? Yes, go on. I don't mind.
Forgive my bluntness, but this doesn't seem like the kind of discussion outsiders like us should be privy to.
That's very fair. In the mayors and stuff being here is perfectly fine, but we're bracers, literally blue-collar workers. Us learning this information alongside everybody else is very strange.
Not to mention the fact that I'm not even a citizen of this kingdom.
Right, and he's a foreign entity.
Why then have you chosen to announce this news now?
Because it just so happened that the champions of this year's royal tournament turned out to be bracers.
And that makes it okay?
And a critical matter, such as Her Majesty's abdication, is something I felt the guild should be notified of.
That's okay, that's fair. We do represent an international organization.
In fact, it was I who proposed to His Grace that we share this information with you.
Oh, alright, well.
I see.
That makes sense.
So the rumors are true. The military and the guild really do maintain a good relationship here in Liberl.
There's no... And I guess things are icy everywhere else, but...
You see, unlike the Empire or the Republic, Liberl lacks a strong military force. We simply must cooperate. That is the harsh reality of the situation. In any case, I trust that explains things, yes?
It does. That particular aspect, yes. That makes sense. We'll give you that one.
I understand. I'll make sure to pass this information along to the Capital's Guild branch.
Alright. Yeah. A lot to chew on. Even after the food's done. Man, we really stumbled into something big, didn't we? Oh, this was a total blindside for Jin. It's just another country's business to me, but you two must have been pretty shocked, huh? Duh, of course we were. We never even imagined that things were already this far along. Huh? Yeah, never mind. But what a waste. The food was so delicious, it was melting in my mouth. But with everything that happened, it was like eating ash. I hear you there. Estelle, how about we go for a walk to help all that food go down? Huh? Oh, right. Yeah, that's a great idea. I really need some fresh air. First sightseeing and now a post-dinner stroll. Hate to admit it, but it sounds like my age is starting to get the better of me. Jin can't be older than like his mid-30s here. Don't be silly, Jin. Not even that. He might be like 28. Why don't you take a walk too? Maybe in the opposite direction we're going in, though. This place is full of history. There's so much to see. Maybe I'll wander around a bit if I feel like it later. Might even try and sneak some leftovers from the kitchen. Wait, for real? You're going to eat more? I wouldn't call it eating. More like drink time snacking. I hear there's a lounge where you can get a drink, so I'll probably check that out. Alright. So, another stealth mission? Things have really gotten out of hand. I'm itching to meet the queen and hear what's really going on. First, let's stick to the plan and go see Lady Hilda. She said she had a way for us to meet the Queen. Got it. So, we've got this all set. Are we gonna be Bard?
Oh, it's you two.
Oh, is that Colonel Richard? The last people we wanted to see. Colonel Richard.
Estelle and Joshua.
In the flesh.
Isn't this the first time we've had the pleasure of speaking privately?
Yes, it is. Yes, the last time we spoke was when we exchanged a few words after Mayor Dalmore's arrest. Of course, I didn't expect you to remember us, Colonel.
Alas, much wasn't said, but you two still left a strong impression on me.
I do think that if you met Estelle and Joshua, they are a very memorable pair.
I decided to look into your backgrounds and was quite surprised.
Uh-oh.
I never imagined you two would be the children of Colonel Cassius.
So you figured that out too? So, while we were doing our homework on him, he was doing his homework on us.
They don't call us the Intelligence Division for nothing.
Fair. I'll give him that one.
We were in the army together, you see. Colonel Cassius is someone I owe a great deal to.
Naturally, our dad is the greatest.
So much so that words cannot express.
Wait, what?
What do you say to having a little chat?
Okay.
I've been wanting to for quite some time.
I think that was a depth of gratitude thing and not a he's died sort of thing. What?
Colonel.
Oh, he's going off script.
Don't you have a meeting with His Grace the Duke?
Doonan can wait.
I can afford to be a little late. I know. Let's head to the lounge for our chat. I'll even treat you two to some non-alcoholic cocktails.
Okay, so we definitely aren't. We're old enough to purchase alcohol, but not old enough to drink it. And I think this was before my time, obviously, but I think this used to be a thing. Like, I've heard stories of people born in like the 70s and 80s going to buy their parents cigarettes from the corner store or something. Of course, these do seem to have been like more local things, but you know, it was Wild Child Hour back then.
I can prepare them for you.
There's no need for that. Go inform His Grace the Duke that I'll be running late.
Yes. Understood, sir.
She's down so bad for this guy. What? It's not our fault. Yeesh. We didn't do anything.
Well then, if you'll excuse me.
Holy crap, the animosity. And it was aimed at Estelle too.
Now then, shall we make our way to the lounge? Follow me.
She did not want to leave. Joshua? What do we do? I don't think we have much choice. Right, it was an invitation, but not really. We'll just have to find Lady Hilda after our chat. Alright.
I first met Colonel Cassius immediately after I graduated from the military academy. I was assigned to the independent mobile unit he commanded at the time. From that moment until the day he left the army, he was my mentor, personally and professionally.
Alright, and there was a lot of other moving and shaking going along, but, you know, stuff that was covered up. Not anything to do with Liberl, but stuff to do with other countries. Stuff that he wouldn't be privy to, I don't think. Oh, is that right? What was my dad like back then? I mean, what did you think of him?
In short, he was a hero. His skill with the sword earned him the title of Divine Blade. He could think on his feet and adapt effortlessly to any battlefield scenario.
Holy glaze. But you know what? We believe it.
His expertise wasn't limited to broad tactics. He mastered strategic operations at the highest level. He was without rival.
It sounds like you're talking about a totally different guy. So did you work with him during the 100-Day War too?
Yes, I fought under Colonel Cassius's command during the war. I remember it like it was yesterday. The fervor and excitement with which we carried out the strategies he devised.
Dang, he is truly reliving those glory days.
I'll save those stories for another time. If I start talking about those days, we'll be here all night. But I will tell you this. If Cassius Bright had not been in the Royal Army back then, our kingdom would be part of the Erebonian Empire today.
Dang. A bold statement, but you know what? Even just going off of his reputation, how everybody reacts to him, what we know, it does seem like he single-handedly saved the day. No way! That's impossible! He's one guy.
It's precisely because Colonel Cassius accomplished the unbelievable that he is called a hero. He retired immediately after the war, and even declined the accolades offered to him. His deeds remain unknown to most.
Man, I'm sure after carrying the entire war on his back, he was like, let somebody else handle it next time.
Yet even now, among certain soldiers, the name Colonel Cassius is synonymous with heroism.
That pencil-mustached old man never told me that. Well, it's not what a father would sit down and tell his daughter. Don't be too hard on him, okay? Hey, I'm the victim here! Wait a second. Joshua, you don't seem all that surprised by any of this. Don't tell me you already knew about all this. I didn't know Colonel Richard was one of Dad's subordinates, but all the important details, everything else, yeah, it seems like it. As for the rest, yeah, I knew most of it already. What? So you were an accomplice? Uh-oh, Joshua's gonna have to pay for that one. Calm down, Estelle. I mean, it's not like Dad told me everything anyway. Besides, he specifically asked me not to tell you. I can't believe this. When he finally gets back, I'm gonna let him have it. Right. Totally forgot he was there for a second. Sorry for getting sidetracked, Colonel Richard.
No, not at all. Seeing the two of you has actually put me at ease.
Has it now?
When Colonel Cassius decided to leave the army, I did everything I could to make him stay.
Aww.
Ultimately, it seems leaving was the right choice for him after all. With you two by his side, he was likely able to overcome the grief he felt after losing his wife.
That's a really kind thing to say. Colonel Richard...
Well then, I thank you both for keeping me company. I'll take my leave now. I can't keep His Grace waiting too long.
So that's all he wanted to do? He wanted to come over here because he wanted to talk about Cassius for a little bit. Okay. Sorry, it feels like we didn't have much of interest to say for ourselves.
Not true. If anything, you two answered the question I wanted to know most.
Really? That's ominous.
Now I can proceed without regret.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sure we'll meet again soon. And when that time comes, I hope I'll have the chance to speak with Colonel Cassius as well.
So, just not gonna answer our question? Yeah. So... was that really Colonel Richard just now? Huh? Of course it was. Are you half asleep or something? I mean, the way he talked about Dad, it was so different from what I expected. Right, the hero worship. Yeah, guess he's not some mustache-twirling villain after all. It doesn't change the fact that he's definitely plotting something, though. Regardless of what happened with Dad, we have to remember that. Yeah, I guess you're right. I hate to say it, but his friendliness just now might just be part of his plan. It'd be easy for a trained intelligence officer to deceive kids like us. Maybe, but isn't that a little cynical? Yeah, you're right. Leave the suspicions to me. You should trust your own instincts. You should still have your guard up and be ready for anything. I think that's all part of what it means to be a bracer. Right. I guess I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Estelle. Oh, stop it! Don't go thanking me! Anyway, we should hurry and find Lady Hilda. She's probably sick of waiting for us by now. Right, we should head to the maid's quarters. Joshua's like, let me go ahead and be the cynical one. You keep shining bright with all that burning it's the other way. All that burning optimism you got. Grancel Castle foyer. Let's go ahead and come down here. And I think it was... Beyond this point is the Intelligence Division's office. Civilians are prohibited from entering. If you don't want to be arrested, I suggest you keep your distance. Well, all right then, buddy. You got it. Jeez. So.
Estelle, Joshua, I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You certainly took your time, didn't you?
Sorry about that. We kinda got held up by Colonel Richard.
Yeah, best excuse in the book.
By the Colonel?
He told us some war stories about him and our father. I don't think he's aware of what we're planning, though.
I see. I learned from the letter that you are Cassius's children.
Yes, we are.
I can understand how that might have made Colonel Richard feel sentimental.
You know my dad too, Lady Hilda?
Yes. Back in the day, he often came to the castle as General Morgan's adjutant. I also heard he was a close friend of the late prince, Her Majesty's son.
Oh! That I did not remember. Wow, that actually probably sucked. He died around the time of the 100-Day War too, didn't he?
The late prince?
Princess Claudia's father?
Yes. He passed away in a maritime accident 15 years ago.
Oh no, he was dead long before the 100-Day War.
If only the prince were still alive, I doubt we'd be in the situation we're in.
Right, wouldn't be able to play him for an idiot like Duke Dunan.
Huh? There's no use lamenting the past. It's getting late. We should begin immediately. Shay, please join us.
There she is.
Oh, you're...
Shay, was it?
Yes. Hello, Miss Estelle and Mr. Joshua.
So polite.
Lady Hilda briefed me on the situation.
You can trust her completely.
All right, well, if Julia vouched for Hilda and Hilda vouches for Shay, then we're all good to go.
Shay serves as the personal maid to the princess when she resides in the castle.
The princess? Oh, Princess Claudia.
I see. Then it shouldn't be a problem.
I'm honored. Now, could you please try on the uniforms we've prepared?
Whoa, it seems we've skipped a few steps.
I'll help adjust the finer details, like the ribbons and headband.
What are you talking about, Shay?
What?
Right. First, we're hearing of any uniforms.
Do you mean...
Yes. Estelle will enter the royal keep disguised as a maid. If we adjust her hair a bit, I don't think the guards will recognize her.
Right.
It makes sense. Uniforms are perfect for concealing individuality.
Hey, it's what Julia did.
This might just be the perfect disguise for sneaking into the royal keep.
So I'll be wearing a maid outfit, huh? I've always thought they were pretty, especially after meeting Leela. They're so frilly and cute, but they also look easy to move in.
Dang, all right.
Yes. If they weren't easy to move in, cleaning would be a nightmare.
Fair enough. She's not wrong.
Right? All right, let me get dressed.
You seem really excited.
Yeah.
It's fine to have fun, but make sure you don't disrespect Her Majesty, okay? I won't be there to help keep you in line this time.
Huh? Why not?
Yeah, Joshua, why are you so sure of that?
You're going to wear one too, right?
She did say plural, or she did speak in the plural.
What?
Yeah, Joshua, weren't you paying attention?
Estelle?
Come on, Joshua. You wore that princess outfit for the play.
Yeah.
A dress and a maid outfit aren't that different.
That was just for a performance.
This is a performance too, Joshua. Quit fighting it and put on the maid outfit.
Wearing women's clothes to meet the queen? That feels so disrespectful.
That would be a crazy first impression. Oh my adios. She'd be telling that story for the rest of her life.
It'll be fine. You didn't even look weird.
Wow, so reassuring. You didn't even look weird.
Actually, you looked amazing as a princess.
Quit joking around.
Quit telling people that.
Lady Hilda, Shay, could you two please talk some sense into her?
Now that they're getting a better look at you. Yeah. Joshua. Those amber eyes and dark locks get you into so much trouble.
I see. Yes, this might work. Shay, we still have that hairpiece for the princess, don't we?
Yes, there's one that's never been used. It's long black hair, so I think it would suit Mr. Joshua perfectly.
Wait a second.
There's no more seconds to be waited, Joshua.
It's decided 3 against 1. Majority rules.
That's exactly how this works.
If you please, the dressing room is right this way.
I actually didn't remember Estelle putting on the dress at all.
Wait, hang on. I never agreed to this. All right, fine. At least let me change by myself.
Right, let me retain some dignity here.
Wait, Shay, is that makeup?
Kids these days.
Maybe I swapped who was the party leader. Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Oh my.
So that's definitely a costume we'll be able to get.
How do I look?
She actually looks really good in it. Real official.
It suits you perfectly.
The orange ribbons are definitely Estelle.
You are the picture of a lively, cheerful maid in training, newly hired to work at the castle.
She does have that vim and verve.
And with your hair down, no one will suspect a thing. I might just have to offer you a job here when this is all over.
Dang! She looks super official then.
Well, I still have bracer work to do, so I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, her career is already decided.
But more importantly, come on out, Joshua. We're all waiting for you.
Do I really have to?
What'd they do to his chest?
Yes, you do. Don't make me come in and drag you out.
All right. Guess I've got no choice.
It's okay, Joshua. Only a few people will see. Oh, he's got orange accents too. Well, they got him.
Oh my. It's almost frightening how well that suits you.
Probably not what he wants to hear.
I know, right? Like, seriously, how do you look even better than I do?
The makeup was definitely worth the effort.
Okay, get it all out now.
Espionage.
All right. It seems we have everything in order. I will now escort you to the royal keep.
It's actually crazy how indistinguishable from a regular maid Joshua looks.
Remember, you will be treated as maids in training, so please act accordingly.
Right, understood.
He's even standing the same way Estelle is.
Oh, we're finally meeting the queen.
Yeah, this is the moment of truth. We need to stay focused and make it into the royal keep.
The way your face is so serious while dressed like that? So funny.
We're probably not going to get Joshua's thing as a costume, though.
Well, excuse me for not dressing more seriously.
He wasn't really given a choice now, was he?
You're the one who forced me to wear this thing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Come on. Don't be so sulky. I'll treat you to some ice cream later.
What does she think he is, 6?
Unlike you, I won't be bribed with food.
He's like, you're gonna have to work a lot harder to make this one up to me.
Hey, when have I ever been bribed with food?
You two sure do get along well, don't you?
They do. You gotta love it.
There's no time to waste. We must head to the royal keep at once.
Oh, we play as Lady Hilda. And we're just copying how...
Looking pretty stiff, Joshua. Come on, give me the line you practiced.
Welcome back, Master.
Perfect! Now you're a prim and proper black-haired maid. Very nice.
Keep the teasing down, will you?
Well, well, Lady Hilda. Do you require something from us? Beyond this point is the Intelligence Division's office. Please refrain from approaching. It's pretty rare for you to play as somebody who's not a bracer. I want to... Since it's such a rare occurrence... Oh, Lady Hilda, heading out at this hour. As you know, for security reasons, the castle gates are under strict control. We cannot grant permission for passage very easily. So I'm assuming that might be all that we can talk to. There's no way Estelle and Joshua are going to let her take them into the... Who is this? Somebody who we can't interact with. Alright, so we head up. And then it'll force us to turn around if we go this way, but I want to try it anyways. Oh! Really?
By the way, I've heard you're acquainted with the other invited guests.
Yes, but we'd rather not run into...
What? Just stay behind Lady Hilda and you'll be fine. You look totally different.
Whatever.
But, I mean, they'll still be able to tell that it's him. Oh. Looks like all of the prettiest girls in the kingdom are here. I'd expect nothing less from the royal castle. He really can't tell that that's Estelle? Joshua I get, but Estelle? Ladies, if you're here to tidy up, would you mind getting it over with quickly? Really? Alright, interesting. But okay, cool. Sure, why not? Gosh, Lady Hilda herself visiting me in my room. Ah, I see. Are you training the new maids? Okay, so Jin, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, has not spent a million years around us. And Headmaster Collins literally only saw us a little bit. Same for Mayor Maybelle and Leela. Lady Hilda, it's been quite some time. Ah, Mayor Maybelle, you seem quite tired. I suppose it's obvious to you. Before coming here, I had some urgent work to finish, so I haven't had much time to rest. That's not good. I'll bring you some incense later to help you sleep. I believe we recently received some from the east. Thank you, I'd appreciate that. And then... Leela clocked us! Huh. Oh! Jin realized it too! Okay, duh. Jin realized as well, but decided to play along. And Leela realized and didn't say anything. Alright, well, fair enough. And then I think, is Mayor Klaus gonna realize? Oh, Lady Hilda, what brings you here at this hour? No. So, okay, so the only two people who realized who we were, I guess about a 50% recognition rate, that's fine. But Jin was like, I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm not about to blow you guys' cover, I guess. The throne room is currently being used for an important meeting. I'm sorry, but please refrain from answering for the time being. I wonder, like, if there's a list of playable characters on the wiki, I'm obviously not gonna be able to check that for at least another 5 years. But if there's a list of playable characters, I wonder if Hilda counts. She doesn't, like, I forgot that, whenever I would remember this particular aspect, I would remember running around, but as Joshua. Wait, there's one other person. Murdoch, right. I'd remember running around as Joshua, and clearly that wasn't the case. So she doesn't make much of an impression, but you are still playing as her. It's her that everybody who you speak to is talking to. Lady Hilda, it's been a while. Glad to see you looking so well. Chief Murdoch, you're looking well too. Oh, what's going on here? And keeping yourself busy as always, are you? Lately, we've had some brilliant young blood join the factory, so things have been a lot easier for me. Anyway, I was so relieved to hear Her Majesty is on the mend. Indeed, I believe you'll have the opportunity to meet her soon. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to let us know. We'll have it brought to you right away. Thank you. So, that is all for the exclusive Hilda dialogue, I suspect. Yeah, nobody else here is at all acquainted with us, and we can't talk to them. Or actually, okay, I just wanted to make sure we didn't have any rewards that we were missing out on. The head maid at Grancel Castle. Well, that's about all we were able to get. So stately. So important. But having to move at a walk everywhere is crazy instead of a light jog. And that's where the address is going to be from. And here is the keep. Alright, now they're not going to have any objections to what we're up to. Hopefully. Lady Hilda. Visiting Her Majesty at such a late hour?
Yes, I brought the tea and tableware Her Majesty requested. The situation has been rather inconvenient for her, you see.
That's tough. Oh. Who are these maids? I don't recognize them.
They are new trainees recruited by order of His Grace, the Duke.
Yeah, he's not gonna remember.
They arrived at the castle today.
They certainly are pretty.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, best not to say anything. Oh? You look familiar. No, she looks like a lot of people. She gets that a lot.
And just what do you think you're doing staring at these young women like that?
Exactly!
Surely you aren't imagining anything untoward, are you? If there's even a whiff of misconduct, I'll have no choice but to report it to His Grace and the Colonel.
Right, there we go. Better back off, buddy. You don't want to catch a case around here. Nothing untoward. We are the elite soldiers of the Royal Army. We would never engage in such behavior.
I should hope not. Now then, may we be allowed to pass?
Yeah, they're not trying to deal with that. My apologies. Please, go right ahead. Yeah. They don't want that. Alright, well, we're in. Whew, I was so nervous. Thanks, Lady Hilda. You're a lifesaver. That was very well done. I'm glad I could be of help. Now, would you like to change before we meet Her Majesty? Please. If you don't mind staying in those outfits, we can proceed right away. I don't mind staying in these. Change. Please let us change. There's no need to be shy. Would it really have killed you to stay dressed like that? Possibly. Of embarrassment, he would have died. Yes. Our appearance affects our credibility. No way I was going to stay dressed like that. By the way, Lady Hilda, this room, it's probably Claudia's. Yes, this is Princess Claudia's room. However, she doesn't usually reside in the castle, so it is rarely used. Wow, really? But I thought the princess was taking care of the queen. A lie. It was a lie too, wasn't it? You can ask Her Majesty for the details in person. Her room is located on the second floor of the Royal Keep. Let us head there now. Oh, we're still playing as Hilda. And we have to, it's like a reverse escort mission. The people we're helping out can move at a jog, but the person we're playing as has to move at a walk. That's crazy. Look at them. They're so ready to burn off that energy. Okay.
Your Majesty, please excuse the intrusion. As we discussed before, I have brought Estelle and Joshua.
Thank you. Please, have them come in.
Yes, Your Majesty.
All right.
I'll wait for you here. Please go inside.
Right.
If you'll excuse us.
Okay. There she is. The woman of the hour.
Welcome, both of you. My name is Alicia von Auslays.
Auslays.
I am the 26th ruler of the Kingdom of Liberal.
I'm Estelle Bright, a junior bracer from the Bracer Guild.
And I'm Joshua Bright, also a junior bracer. It is a great honor to meet you, Your Majesty.
Estelle, Joshua.
Has she heard of us?
I've truly been looking forward to meeting you both.
She probably has heard of us outside of the context of the Royal Tournament.
I may not be able to offer much, but please allow me to at least serve you some tea.
Okay, she's got a bit of an accent. This feels sort of vindicating for giving one randomly back in oh, I'm gonna have to cut that. Oh, I'm gonna have to cut that. This feels sort of vindicating for what I chose to give, or how I chose to voice act somebody a while ago.
Please make yourselves comfortable.
Yeah, they haven't said that particular person's name just yet. Little slip of mine that you're not gonna hear because I cut it.
Russell said all that. A black orbment capable of halting all orbal energy. And Colonel Richard has managed to acquire it.
Yeah, it ain't looking good, though I'm sure she was aware of that long before even we were, with how long she's been under house arrest.
The professor said if anyone knew what Colonel Richard intended to do with it, it would be you, Your Majesty. Do you have any ideas?
There is one possibility that comes to mind.
All right. Does it sound like she's really gung-ho about it?
However, I find it hard to believe that the Colonel would know about it. I hope it is nothing more than my imagination, but... I suppose it is all right to tell you.
Whoops, did not mean to cut Estelle off. But yes, after all of this, we should have proven ourselves more than trustworthy.
A massive orbital reaction was detected beneath the royal capital a decade ago.
A decade ago?
Professor Russell from the Central Factory was the one who led the investigation of it.
A massive orbital reaction?
If it was beneath the royal capital, could it be near the sewers?
No, it was detected far deeper underground.
Deeper than the sewers?
Professor Russell speculated that it might be a relic of an ancient civilization that still functioned.
He got all of that just from how deep down it was? Or I'm sure he had more information to work off of, but...
A relic of an ancient civilization.
She's talking about ancient items, like the orbital devices known as artifacts. Most of them, like the devices found at the tops of the towers, have long since ceased to function.
But that doesn't mean they're completely inoperable.
But some, like the Dalmor family heirloom, still retain their power.
Something like that is beneath the capital? And that gospel orbment might be...
Something designed to disable the function of that relic. Is that correct?
Yes. However, we still don't know what the relic is, or why it was buried in the first place.
Which means we should definitely go messing with it.
Unfortunately, Professor Russell's investigation concluded without a definitive answer.
It kind of reminds me of that thing where it's like radioactive material is going to outlast humanity. So it's like one of the biggest issues with that is how do you communicate to whoever comes after us that all this crap that we made is going to kill them if they've come near it? Like, what's a universal go no further, don't come here, don't approach this area symbol that would carry on after a million years? Oh, maybe a million years is a lot. several 100,000 years. How long have you get what I'm saying? I'm getting off track.
Which is why it is so difficult to understand how Colonel Richard found out about it.
I see. In any case, it's likely something bad could come of this.
Yeah, it ain't looking too good.
Just when I was starting to think he wasn't so bad, and it turns out he was planning something horrible.
She almost fell under his sway.
If his actions are going to harm others, then it's definitely a job for bracers.
All right.
We have to stop the Colonel, no matter what.
I'd expect nothing less of Cassius's children.
Oh, she knows him too, which I guess that, okay, from what Colonel Richard just told us, this is less surprising. Actually, from what everybody's been telling us, this is less surprising. He's the hero of the 100-Day War. Of course he would have gotten an audience with the Queen of the kingdom that he helped save.
Your Majesty, did you know our father?
He was a dear friend of my late son, and the hero who saved our fair kingdom. Even after he left the army to become a bracer, he continued to serve the kingdom admirably.
I see.
Yeah, he put in that work.
I had no idea.
Knowing his personality, that doesn't surprise me at all. I wonder, do you know what he did in the war 10 years ago? Do you know how he distinguished himself?
Not really, no.
By routing them, I guess, by winning?
Then perhaps it falls upon me to tell you. Estelle, Joshua, would you mind indulging an old woman by listening to her reminisce about the past?
Please, by all means.
Yes, of course.
We'd be honored to listen.
Crap.
It began 10 years ago, in the spring. An unfortunate incident took place in the Erebonian Empire's southern region.
I dropped my thing.
The event remains unknown, so I will refrain from describing the incident itself.
Probably because they hadn't outlined it yet.
In the wake of the event, the Empire declared war on Liberl. Thus began the tragic period that would later come to be known as the 100-Day War.
Yeah.
The Imperial Army, upon declaring war, quickly broke through Hocken Gate with overwhelming force. It wasn't long before all of Liberl, save for the royal capital, fell to Imperial occupation.
It was that
The
bad?
invading forces were said to be nearly 3 times the size of our entire royal army. Reinforcements from Calvard couldn't arrive in time, and it seemed inevitable that the royal capital itself would soon fall. However, 2 months after the war began, the tide of battle shifted in a way no one could have anticipated.
They really routed them in 2 months?
With newly developed patrol airships, we recaptured key checkpoints and cut Imperial supply and communication lines. Then, the Royal Army launched an attack by water from the Leiston Fortress, reclaiming each region. Zeiss, Ruan, Bose, Roland. The Imperial divisions occupying each area were cut off from their supplies and defeated one by one.
Got them out of there.
The mastermind behind it was your father, Colonel Cassius Bright. At the time, he served as General Morgan's right hand and was Colonel Richard's superior.
Okay.
Thanks to the mediation of the Bracer Guild and the Septian Church,
Ooh.
the war finally came to an end.
Check that out.
However, by that time, Cassius had already lost something irreplaceable to him. Lena Bright, your mother, Estelle. The clock tower was destroyed in an act of desperation by an Imperial division cornered by the counterattack. And, as I'm sure you are well aware, Cassius was unable to be by his wife's side during her final moments.
Who's that on the foreground?
I
Yeah.
had no idea.
In the end, he felt that it was his own strategy that caused his wife's death.
Well, now that's a lot to bear.
Burdened with that guilt, Cassius left the army and became a bracer. All so he could stay by your side and always be there to protect those he loved.
just so foolish, Dad.
Right. He feels like he saved the kingdom at the cost of his wife?
Mom didn't die because of you. Of course she didn't.
Estelle.
Yes, you're right. The fault is mine. As queen, I failed to protect the people of this kingdom.
Honestly, if they ran through you guys in 2 months, they had the superior force, 3 times your size.
I'm sorry, Estelle. I'm sorry I wasn't able to protect your mother.
An apology from the queen herself.
I can't tell you how long I've wanted to apologize to you.
You don't need to apologize. You've kept the peace ever since the end of the war. Dad and everyone fought so hard to protect this kingdom. And Mom, she protected me with her life. It's enough just to know that.
I'm sure it is, yes.
Estelle, thank you, kind child. I'm truly grateful that I had the chance to meet you. From the bottom of my heart.
Your Majesty.
And there's something else I've noticed, like, all the while, like, if you're the wife of a high-ranking or an important guy in this story, like, your husband is like 2 feet taller than you are. It's crazy. It's so consistent, too. Like, this is the 3rd time we've seen that.
That's exactly why.
So...
I cannot allow you to get involved in something as dangerous as this.
What alternatives do you have? I would really like her to like enumerate them.
I don't want the 2 of you getting further entangled in this matter.
What? But Lieutenant Schwartz asked us to do whatever we could to help you.
And for that I thank you. But with Cassius away, if anything were to happen to you, how could I ever face him again?
That, and she already blames herself for Lena's death. If Estelle died as well, oh my gosh, that would be something. Like, I'm sure Cassius wouldn't blame her, but he probably would leave Liberl.
I want you both to return home to Roland and wait for your father's return.
While Colonel Richard just does whatever he wants?
But your Majesty, the peace that our father worked to create and that you've worked to preserve, it's beginning to waver.
Joshua.
It's not just about the gospel. If Colonel Richard is able to make the Duke king, what'll happen to that peace?
It'll immediately be thrown into turmoil.
I ask you to consider that.
Your Majesty, we became bracers and continued our dad's work. We fought against sky pirates, received the letter, opened a strange parcel, and traveled around the kingdom.
All of that training, all of that experience brought us here and made us ready, made us strong.
In a way, it feels like Dad's been guiding us the whole time.
We have met a whole lot of people who knew him and then pushed us along.
And so, I want to protect it too. This peace that we cherish. I want to protect all the wonderful people we've met along the way. The people I love. I want to protect them in my own way. Just like you do. Just like Mom did.
Estelle, It seems she was right about you.
Lena?
Huh?
I've made up my mind as well.
Oh, that's not who she's talking about.
Through the 2 of you, I would like to make a request to the Bracer Guild.
Well, all right. Doesn't get much more official than that.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, please just say the word.
I want you to rescue those detained by the Intelligence Division, including my granddaughter, Claudia.
So it's true. The princess is being held somewhere against her will.
I mean, Alicia is being held against her will.
Yes. In hindsight, I believe this coup began the moment I decided to push for her to be the next queen.
So, they didn't think that she could handle it.
Instead of Duke Dunan, you mean?
Yes. My nephew, Duke Dunan, is a man with various eccentricities.
Right. Do not want him in charge.
By contrast, though inexperienced, my granddaughter has shown great promise. When thinking of the kingdom's future, I decided to support Claudia.
Support? Isn't it her decision?
I don't really know much about the princess, but I'm pretty sure you made the right call.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as in every age, there are those who oppose women wielding power.
Wait, is it that serious?
And now, with memory still fresh from the recent invasion by a foreign power, the idea of 2 successive queens may make the kingdom appear weak.
Dang, misogyny.
I have no doubt that there are those who harbor such feelings.
You're talking about Colonel Richard, aren't you?
So, Colonel Richard is misogynist? That's crazy! But, okay. I mean, not that's crazy as in that's impossible. That's crazy as in I don't remember that being one of his motivations. He doesn't strike me as the type.
Precisely.
But I guess that's exactly how that goes, huh? Well.
He somehow discovered I was planning to support Claudia as our next queen. He then relayed this information to the Duke, which led to this coup. His goal appears to be controlling the Duke from the shadows and turning Liberl into a military powerhouse.
And he wouldn't be able to do that with somebody who can actually think for herself.
I see. The full picture is coming together into view.
What exactly is he going to do to turn Liberl into a military powerhouse?
There are a few possibilities, like raising taxes to increase military spending, developing orbital weapons of mass destruction.
Oh, don't want that.
Implementing mass conscription.
Don't want that either.
Legalizing contracts with Jaegers, something that's currently banned in Liberl.
No way.
This place would look like Erebonia overnight.
The Colonel has already demanded I implement those things.
Whoa, Joshua was right on.
At the time, it seemed to come from a place of pure patriotism. But I simply refuse to endorse an idea that I don't believe in.
And hence, why Dunan would be a much better ruler for him.
A nation isn't defended by her military strength alone. Diplomatic efforts, cooperation, and alliances with neighbors. Technological and economic exchanges that foster wealth throughout the lands also serve to protect our nation.
You are absolutely right, Your Majesty.
Yes. What we need is trust.
But the Colonel dismissed this as nothing more than a naive feminine ideal.
Really, Richard? Oh, wow. It's like that? It's actually kind of strange because you see a lot of villains in games who are like, they're omnicidal. They want to kill everybody, you know, or they like, I don't know, if there's like multiple races, then they hate one or the other or something like that, or they just want power for themselves. Misogyny is not a motivator that comes up a whole lot in villains in any video game, actually, not ones that I play.
Then he demanded my abdication in exchange for Claudia's safety.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Many have had their families taken hostage, leaving them unable to defy the Colonel. But I am the Queen. I cannot hand over the future of our kingdom just because of a threat to my family.
Dang, that must have torn her apart to have that decision must have torn her apart to have to make.
And yet Claudia is my one and only granddaughter. I cannot simply abandon her.
Your Majesty, please don't worry.
Yup, we're going in.
We fully understand your request. We will rescue the princess and all those who are being held captive.
Thank you, Estelle and Joshua. With that, I can stand firm against the Colonel's threats.
Is there anything else we can do? There's still the matter of the gospel after all.
I mean, we could break it.
Plus, I think we can help you escape.
That would probably be ill-advised. We don't want to tip Colonel Richard off that anything's wrong.
Thank you, Estelle. But even if I were to escape, it wouldn't change the situation.
Exactly. They don't need her here. They can just make up some BS.
As for the gospel, there are a few things I find troubling. I must confront the Colonel directly and demand an explanation.
All right. I gotta say, she really is an amazing woman. Kind yet strong-willed and with such dignity. When I get older, I hope I can be a cool granny just like her. cool granny. I do agree that she had quite a presence, fit for a queen. Yeah. I really want to stop this coup and help her, but that's a bit beyond the scope of what bracers are supposed to do. For now, let's do what we can on our own. Yeah, you're right. You know, I never dreamed the queen would have stories to tell me about my dad. I wonder how much I still don't know about him. Estelle, Joshua, are you ready? Oh, yes. Well, then let's hurry back to the maids' quarters. It's already past 11, nearly midnight, I should think. Seriously? It's that late already? We did spend a long time talking with Her Majesty. If we stay any longer, the guards might become suspicious. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, head back out, and get to getting to the Queen's request. That's all gonna be next time though, so definitely join me then for more Trails in the Sky first chapter. Bye for now, guys.